know I look at people and I see deadness in their eyes and I say, holy cow, when I look at the Dan Goldens of the world, when I look at the Adam Schiff and his buggy eyes, they scare the living bejesus out of me. I want to not look young. I don't care what I look like. I just want to look, I want to look healthy. So you probably want to look out there. I want to jog with my wife. This is one of those for white drivers afternoon. Bottom line, you got to exercise, you got to eat healthy. Field Ingredients is an organic superfood with fruits and vegetables unlike any other. It's serious nutrition. Listen to this. The ingredients of the food. The most is better than doctor food. They know the body's biological needs. That's their only better health. Eat fruit and vegetable in Field Ingredients. So, specifically by doctors for specific vital functions of the body. Heart, liver, kidney, metabolism, immune system. Only Field Ingredients is backed by the Better Health Promise at your next physical or checkup. With Dr. Lowe's Food. After 2 years of mass inflation. Wonderful, wonderful. And stuff on the fastest. Biden was just inflation. No one has a crystal ball when it comes to the future, and the truth is that no one really knows what's going to happen.
This gremlin's face on.
I give myself concern by investing in hard, useful assets like gold and silver. Historically, gold and silver have been one of the safest investments and allowed Canadians to hedge against runaway inflation. If you take a closer look at protecting yourself and your investments, I personally trust the fine folks at Monetary Gold. They're legit. They'll take care of you. You can roll your IRA into gold and silver. So I sent you for a little bit under with $5,000 of free gold and silver for qualified purposes. Sleep well at night. Like this, give Monetary Gold a call. 800-476-1300. 800-476-1300. And for those contacts, really simple. 1-800-476-1300. Go to monetarygold.com. And legal disclaimer, obviously, past performance is no promise for the future. That tends to be told of. And then you can value for the I was looking for my silver couple of months ago. I can't find it. It's making me very nervous. I don't know where my silver couple dropped. I very much like that thing. I didn't lose it somewhere in there. Alrighty. Let's get started, everybody. Settle in, spread the word. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already doing it. So we've not been chasing stories. We're chasing stories with it. Stories, the news, the things to us, us, and as you have a social media platform, it gives you a lot of people. It's brought back onto like on steroids because people have questions. You have a network of people you can trust in order to find answers for the questions. And you have a network that is constantly delivering you information, some of which is accurate, some of which is not necessarily accurate. And so in addition to trying to know what's true or what's not, you got to make sure not to keep the wrong thing right. And a bunch of jackasses and trashes you got looking at one or two, taking the Twitter, so we know before anybody knows Jack one. They're out there saying, I just saw the New York Post, but it was the New York Post or the New York unrelated people. Like, hey, Johnny, maybe wait 5 minutes, but you don't have to be the first to write off the second failed assassination attempt on Donald Trump by spewing nonsense. Because it can take 15 minutes for more news to pull. There's a few minutes. Learn from your mistakes and make yourself better. My phone starts blowing up about 15 o'clock with all the people and everyone's like, Rita, have you heard? Another assassination attempt. Yeah, I heard. Wait for more news because I do learn all these unrelated things in the city of. And the reason why I didn't jump off one side and for the other is because and I was like, parked the car one day, went in with the kids and my wife was trying to find an access to the RNC convention center. We parked in a very, very sketchy part of town where I said, holy crap, If it weren't for this massive police presence, I wouldn't be caught parking here in a million years. And as we're walking in the midnight, I bet you a lot of shit goes down here when there's not a lot of police around. So at some point I asked the cop, like, who's sitting here? Is it
Holy dog balls, people!
Then I go to the next day. Right outside the perimeter. Oh, I'm trying to jump to conclusions, but the only option and look for police prosecuting a night viewing homeless person who apparently was engaged in a night fight with another homeless. It does happen. You might have in the vicinity of the Trump's golf course on Mar-a-Lago between gang members. I don't know. Could be. Whoever we feel that the clock is moving right now, and the defense as well as nobody do anything. Nobody knows anything. Don't do it. We now know it was a second failed assassination. I'm going to say in as many months because I've always liked that ideology. I never understood what it meant. Second attempt in as many weeks. What does that mean? It's the second failed might not be the right one to do it might not be the same, but I never have the has now been quite what I got my screen video on Twitter and Chris has been on Twitter. Might be the first there might be one of the Sky fans out there. But by and large it looks like they arrested the guy who did the thing. They named the guy who did it. The guy who they named allegedly did the thing also was allegedly out to do it. Being taken as of propaganda. They're trying to abandon soldiers to fight in Ukraine. Had one hell of a case. And so we know a little bit more now. And we've gotten a bit more detail. How to start this structure? Let's start like not. Let's start acting 60 seconds by playing this one. So let's go back to this. Here's the real call. Why would you call that might this is where I'm good. This is I remember this is the early days of COVID. Around the time of the outside. It's called and Stephen Colbert had one funny soulless. If I ever looked at this guy, look at those best guys to death. Look at these guys with soulless people. If I ever looked at that, I was like, I would like to get offended. Then I'm going to have to penalize you. Go off the side. Look like these soulless devil with this. So even what some might call Republicans right now, with their one.
Very cheapy.
And I want to make clear that I know that there are folks that still have to say across the United States. Now, we're not going to stop. Everyone, how to go, where, but it's coming through. going to stop. I'm going to say it's across the United States. I just not something important. I'm going to stop that I had.
That's right.
This yeah. Some people might call it regulation, depending on the circumstances. And another country call it pattern recognition.
So should they make it a thing? Like, it's a form of racism. Really, it's a form of racism. It's racist.
The woman is not going to stop until they put Trump behind bars. You got to stop it to transform opportunity from foreign money laundering into defrauding banks. Not going to stop. Oh yeah, let's just put this on clear something that
Oh, they're fucking awesome. Dude. That creepy pedophile. That creepy pedophile with the food. There's no longer democracy. You'll notice how this sentence, this affirmation, no longer applies. Rules allow there's no place for the Democratic Society, but there is no how to place in a Marxist society, in a communist society, in a statist society. But anyway, you have to say the word something. That is how it's all secret. And we get back to the This guy is cool. So, ladies, gentlemen, and
the lizard people. What's up? So,
I think after a good through the first second player for Irish we're not that just to win together player, but if you gotta watch them, you gotta do it. Every time they go in there, the player is good. And I'm gonna grab players. I think it's just flat out fight back or do something as a rival. I told the doctor, okay, you just got to take the president's place. Don't you guys get the winner because you were scared you were kind of a we will call that
but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
They strongly together. I just stand and I get uprise. Start taking to the streets. This is hater. All right. Don't ever say that those are like peaceful.
Oh, Mark's turning teeth. Oh, it's Mark. Mark's turning teeth. Turning teeth. Mark's turning teeth.
It's not bad news for those who listen to fast history, violence, debating, politicians, and talk. It's not really the after watching all that, not only decide that he was a good back and make the second throw and last time his go, and whatever gun or what I got, I find the other thing down and I get the other guy there, I think Butler. Oh, it's frustrating. Frustrating is so violent and so incisive. What is it for? What type of real world life? What this thing is to got started out with football field. This is the only thing to make about. Got Brooks. Not really sexual. I know got this guy, and we know that it's pretty good that I didn't record. What is it? And what is the other? The thing about they have a second half of the game. Let's go investigate the security failures that led to the first students, and then they have a second one and what? Because he's very well, and according to the sheriff of Broward County, I don't know where's the sheriff? Got the car, but he was targeted, he was blocked off his car down. But he wasn't taken. With the strongly with the wife. Exactly how he promoted by day in and day out. And going to it with a big record. Violence insider extraordinaire was right back at his corner. Check this out. Hakeem Jeffries, this morning, like, didn't even wait 24 hours. Fact check. The extreme MAGA Republicans don't simply have the concept about how to control your life. They have a deep notion. It's called social. Oh, that's what it's policy. You know, it's not policy, right? The extreme MAGA Republicans want to control your life. What's the difference? I'm just calling them extremists because I want people to vote. I'm just telling them they're going to ruin their lives because I want them to vote. The day after the second failed assassination, I think Jeffrey goes, Dan Rover, I just hear about it. But another one, I guess either knows better or doesn't know better now. Yesterday, defiance. Today, wrongly apology. Women's white people. Let's see if I got this here. Here, I think it's this. Yeah, I called it the classic terrorist apology. Listen to what Vinny said to us. Just left on it. I realize he made it. Let's go to the tweets that you may or may not have seen. Here. This is what she tweeted after the second assassination. No ears were harmed. Carry on with your Sunday. Bear in mind her husband. This is her. Alex, I think Alex. She's running for Congress. I don't know if this is going to lead to a divorce, because I don't know if Alexandra disagrees with what Richardson said. He puts out no ears were harmed, carry on with Sunday. There's a flag right now. I mean, no, I'm not. I don't care. A little bit. You know, it's second. Oh, yes, I have to this is this morning. About an hour and a half ago, I didn't my feet. They just listen to Victor Alex. You got the call from Alex Sawyer. They, we're actually happy to have every time go back and take back what you said there. That's if you don't mind trying to do this, you not want to play it, and we'll try again, but you need to be able to more low to go back and say the words. Those are the words you say. I agree with my tweet with explicit racial violence, whether it's aimed at a former president, the media, immigrants, or political close enemies. And every instance should be addressed appropriately if you want to change this country. Can you imagine? I know some people complain, I've been listening to George interpretation of the Bible, biblical passages, and there's amazing. God's land. This is the interpretation of the Bible that go back to the 5,000 years. Imagine the fourth up the scandal of scandal. And I think, if you talk to, I like to put on black. In terms of racial awareness, like the way guilty, violence, scandal. But what is it? Harassment, any ground of total unwanted overreaction. What is the threat? And what is the communication? You will have yourself to be adopted to the tactic, and I'll say, well, you never use the monster to become the monster, but replace the monster. And also, it's not going to be any good. If you do anything remotely stupid, they'll come down and do it, and go down on the bench and system. And what have you accomplished other than and giving them the quality that they need to justify more of their tyrannical behavior, but don't do it out of courtesy and respect to me. Well, I feel commonly on this absolute approach to the scoundrel of human. And we look at my students, and political violence is serious. It's so serious, we didn't give a shit about it. It's so serious, it marks the fact that Trump really had an envelope on in front of live television. It marks the fact that Paul was murdered. It marks the fact that I always forget their names, I feel bad doing it, but the other two who shot were created to give you a function. And then if you were taking shit for having function, you double down and you just, haha, next week. Now you got the call from somebody. Oh, it's serious. Whether it's even the former president, the media, get up. Trump doesn't believe political enemy. This terrorist apology. He strongly condemn violence on both sides after they finish blowing up the school bus. We strongly condemn political violence on both sides after they try to take the president's head off a second time. So that's different. I guess Alexander Office. Yeah, it's a progress. Makes sense. Just didn't know. You can apologize to yourself by having it. You can apologize to you being different. So hold on. You being different. Let me see here. You being different. My last. You being different. You being different. This is the process. Life of second week of business. Is it Alex? The wife of Alex. It's the wife of Alexander Bing. Her husband is Kathleen Pittsburgh, Virginia, 17th of Virginia. I guess they're both mistaking Alexander Bing for his brother. So this is Alexander Bing with his brother. So this is the Bing brothers are twins. Like this. The Bing brothers are twins. The Bing brothers are Congress. Alex is the scoundrel whose dad comes back to close it was stuff that we would have to brother-in-law figured out that the tax record. And it's stuff. Because it's all like, you have to even do something because the brother. What did your effing wife do? What if shut her mouth and running for Congress? We can't have people talking to fill the foundation, but it doesn't matter. Just think. And she obviously got the call. Apology. After doing what they do in media, mocking it. Well, they didn't even get it here this time. Like, we're waiting for the vote to get this and it was this interview. What we got. You can always put this stuff. There's some amazing stuff going on right now, but these rallies, as they discover. The more realistic. She's the sister-in-law to the house manager. She goes to all the things. It's a not particularly confidential. That's not the one I want to bring up. It's confidential. The reason for which you want to get into the apologize. It's going to make sort of blunt with that. I don't know how to get it. Your brother married somebody who can go into the violence. You got to kind of get it. I am going to go to that. And yeah, they are. Okay. The radical today. Now the thing is this, I don't want to go too long. I want to go on the entire 10 minutes. I want to think about everyone's watching. This is the alleged guy. This is the guy they've arrested. They've been voting him and he went to the rumor has not burned me, but because I didn't think it, but he's gotten some stories wrong, stories that unfortunately do harm to her reputation. So I have to approach everything with the requisite degree of skepticism before commentating on it. And I never agree that she got wrong with working on the medical emergency applied on airport 1. There's a better Unselfish and being generous. I've said it repeatedly, and we'll say it over and over again because it is something of a rule of human nature. Just the kind of guy that Anatoly is looking for. We're going to get to that. That's from Kieran 54. But I'm not looking for your comments, Kieran, but they are catching my the dude is clearly not over it. We're going to get to who is now disavowing his alleged potential unilateral declaration of affiliation. But it is the people who struggle the most. I would say the people who subconsciously or even consciously hate themselves the most. But not to call it virtue statement with how good they are, how peace and loving they are. It's always the cycle that liberal woman who has the bumper sticker, coexists, and then you're like, oh, but I'm not thinking of this. Literally, there's a video of this guy interviewing a woman at a house. Talking love and tolerance, but he says something remotely so nothing. It's like the switch. Who's that trigger? Well, where she's like, oh, she's all nice, and then it's the this is the right here. This is the visual of the people who have peace and love in their profile, and they speak about Israel. It's imaginable. Does anyone in the background that seems like pretty stuff that you can't find it? No different. The best is that you kind of like this guy is the embodiment. First of all, started off every MSN talking about every MSN headline, every MSN propaganda story about the war in Ukraine, with people lying to stand, democracy on the ballot. Hey, democracy on the ballot? There are at least 10 of these ballots up to them. There are at least 4 of them. And he's on to the Christian, wonderful wife, volunteering for apparently affiliated an asset of I don't know if it's Azov in particular, but leadership is this Ukrainian, pro-Ukrainian entity that, I don't know what they do exactly. I'm not a stuff working for you as well. But I would be the part if I want to come back to go into the 7.5% leadership. This guy's obviously not well. It's going to have to be answered. What you get is money. There's one video where you're complaining about trying to buy investments for people gas for $5 and they say, no, get dismayed with humanity. And I don't know what mortgage you had on the properties you didn't why you didn't have plus. This guy getting caught on security, not only stuff in North Carolina, but these people, how many is traveling this how do you do a firearm in America? It's alleged characteristics, but you have women and someone brought by the point. So another question is, what would you say It's very important. The whole thing, as far as joining the military, yes, you have some military experience, no people with military experience. Learn and become life all over the place. We have we've got some units that I go to in Georgia, Crimea, Ukrainian territorial camps on our legion. We have some units very well too. I'm a 74-year-old Japanese guy. So we have no Japanese. Regardless of that, we should have thousands of maybe swear, swear. We should have millions of people wearing clothes, swearing, around the world. All of that, I don't understand. I'm here every day with all the flags from all the 20 countries, with the one who were God, and I've had several people come, but just a handful. If the people aren't on my mind and I'm standing here alone, thousands of people from every country, Asia, Africa, Australia, Canada, everyone in South America, every place, Europe, everywhere. Everybody, they have no skill with guns. We need to use your being here and saying, hey, I support the Ukraine, I support human rights, I support good, generosity, caring, kindness, altruism. That's what the Zelensky regime represents. That's what the corrupt Ukrainian government represents. Good, right? That whole thing's whole. It's not like years ago, the media reporting on corruption. The all-right extremists did. That's what they were talking about. It's that overnight it becomes as unprecedented as the video. And this guy is not brainwashed. He had MK Ultra level brainwashed for years. The bottom line is even if it doesn't come to the media, this is MK Ultra level brainwashing. And I have now absorbed it through our posts and maybe my own. The theory of Mark Robert from American Untold Stories in our cover. This is TBS is an iteration of MK Ultra past. And how do you do it? Day in and day out media propaganda, which is itself an apparatus of intelligence. If you don't know that, then you don't know what Operation Mockingbird is. It never ends. This might have just become almost volunteer. This guy is repeating the rubbish that the mainstream media has been repeating for the last 50 years in order to justify continued endless support, siphoning off hundreds of millions of dollars for their own corrupt finances. Okay. What he said there is if you go through his abilities and talk about how he's been in Ukraine, he's in Ukraine, talking about how he's working with leaders. And what's amazing is this is when I get to the example. There's a big collective lawsuit following statements that have been made online. That's the thing. This guy wrote a book. This guy is wrote a book called Ukraine Unwinnable War. We'll get to it in a second. A book will manifest. I don't know if you get this book. This is kind of the record. There's an annual event, the NAT Pulse, the National Most Best-Selling Author Political Advisor all around the review expressed in OG's from 2015. And he quotes stuff from an article. The dispute goes to the heart of who these trusts to use for and raise money for policing. Mr. Matt, we're going to get to in a second, has left his sense of continued fundraising to being used as an ally. One of them, Ben Lash is a former Legion member. He told his fellow volunteers that he was once a Marine and wrote on LinkedIn that he had most recently been an assistant manager at Longhorn State House. In fact, the Pentagon said he had no military service at the state house. In an interview, Mr. Lackey said he had lied about being a U.S. Marine so he could join the Legion. With Legion wrote Stalin, Brian Root, that's the would-be assassin, a former construction worker from the type of the alleged would-be assassin, not qualified. Brian Root, a former construction worker from Greensboro, North Carolina, is seeking recruits from among Afghan soldiers who fled with power. Mr. Root, who spent several months in Ukraine last year, said he plans to move them, in some cases illegally, from Pakistan and Iran to Ukraine. He said Johnson had expressed interest. He can probably purchase some passports through Pakistan since it's such a corrupt country, he said in an interview from Washington. Alarm bells, anybody? There's one word in there that I'm sort of picking up on more this morning than I did when I saw this yesterday. Wood spent 7 months in said he plans to move in some cases illegally from Pakistan to Iran. Before the first assassination attempt, or I should say after the first assassination attempt, we were notified of a pre-existing threat from Iran to fight against them. Now you've got this guy, Wood, who was just caught with the record will get to in a bit, whether or not to make the first assassination. Also, ostensibly either to report his assassination or assassination, or to live stream it, and by the way, and he records live stream and then posts the videos of their atrocities online afterwards for the world to see. So we just saw that on October 7th. So there's at least a connection. Now, it might not exist. It might just be the words of an uninfluenced. As of video, at least, but you've got Brian who was authentically recruited for the and then you got Nance. Now, Nance is the guy that is in Twitter, Malcolm Nance income. Now, if you haven't seen it, it's actually, it might be comic or even a tragic way. Was it with the word said incoming? Or was it, oh, give me 5 seconds. I want to see if I can, what was the word he was timing? He had his watch on, and then he was making fun of the video afterwards. Oh, here, we'll chat and help you find the word, so I can find the word there. This is Malcolm Nance. I'm not checking, that's why I'm correct. And, well, as you know, I spent quite a bit of time here. I went into that to the Ukrainian life since I was not going to survive tonight. You do it 500 times. Your practice defense marketing since you were one day. And, I saw after World War I thought, I'm done talking. Alright? It's time to take action here. So, I got to make the village with you. Here in Ukraine, and I am here to help this country fight, what essentially is a war of its extermination. This is an existential war, and Russia is out to these people, and they are mass murdering civilians. And there are people here like me who are here to do something about it. Well, as you know, I spent quite a bit of time here. It's been wonderful. This is not the man that brings this conception. Fox and Flash. Anyway, bottom line, that was helpful. Now, the assassin, dropped him over the and Jack was over. This was our last one. Jack was over tweets that out in comments. And that looks like we might get litigious. Yes. Oh yes. So Jack Poso and associate of body advance that's the key. And boy, that is very for that an associate of nothing. Based on this, we're going to see how fast Legion and Legion will kind of associate themselves down one route. But that's what we also right? And I take no charge. I think this is a rather strong reaction. I thought oh, well, I may not have that. And I'm just so that is I think associate that with very and run that up, run that now this is also on both sides. There is no this guy the assassin was not known so long and 2 years ago didn't back. So here's whichever one that was. About being in Ukraine recruiting people to fight, possibly illegally. Now, there's I don't come across anything. We got King Jack Strong. I'm not sure this is I came across it in my research. Veteran of Ukraine's international who had a team from like I said. About Ryan, this is 2024. This is not 2022 when it's like home state in fight and there's where do you at? That's it. June, July, August, 3 months ago. Warning about Ryan is not, this is what she did so after the fact that obviously motivated people might have either got told that this guy's crazy or it's back something else. I mean, so warning about Ryan is not and has never been associated with the international legion or the Ukrainian armed forces at all. He is not and has never been a Legion recruiter. He is misrepresenting himself and lying for many people. Hold on. So I want to get this out so I can go down the entire red on this. Okay, what's this? Can I break it up? No, it's not that. Then we got part 2. This is, again, back before history. So back before this is what we take that thing that's that thing that we come back over. What we do is, what we want to do is, what we want to get forward, is how we use it. That is what we use it, and we want to talk about that. This is what we got to focus. Okay. Ryan Wood has other profile posts that get is not going to act on behalf of Ukraine and ignores the laws of peace. Group is either human trafficking, scamming people, or attempting to break these laws that taking place. Unethical, unprofessional, and unacceptable is doing the right system not of Ukraine. This is the reason why, at the time, Jack Strong started to disavow what group is either lying about group or doing the group. Unclear because it went back and forth. Lying about the group, said group, lying about the group. No, before you see he's activated for some kind of might have not controlled the disavowed race for long because of combat war with blood, but that's taken with a grain of salt and not enough. Okay, you can that. Other issues, Rupert posted soldiers' phone numbers on the website without permission. giving out recruiters' phone numbers to people without permission, manipulates people to break the law, avoid any contact with Root as he misrepresents what he can do legally. I served in the International Legion for 2 years, and I've told Root many times since 2022 he is not helping, and what he's doing is illegally, doesn't listen. And then we start getting bombarded with current stuff. So that's what is going on now, is that there's a very big move for everyone associated with the Ukraine movement to disavow this guy who literally, allegedly, would have killed President Trump if he had done that. I come back to the underline one thing. It doesn't matter if they were trying to get out of the street, if they're not able to take the last step with the Ukraine, no struggle because once we sit in the middle platform, that's what we will have with the tweeting at the president, tweeting all the propaganda media talking points. There's not a snowball chance in hell that they didn't know who this guy was, and he ends up trying to set up a shielded sniper position on Trump's golf course, knowing that Trump was golfing that day when he got his public schedule. And we are listening to this continuity as we turn the shot. All nothing for partly qualities of this. And I know I will fall behind any of these things. Chancellor. So both of the should and propaganda that the company is this election. Eva, I appreciate how everybody's focused on attacking at Trump, but you see last night's 60-minute story on January 6th, full of lies and propaganda. Might not have this get the line by line debug. I'll do that. I mean, that's high on the line. No problem with that. And all of that happens. Everyone is going to cheat. Why? My mojo. I want to this is Sandy that was from Stanley. Not you, Jackson. Sandy. Never once the attitude is so unreal, they are, I don't know, you gotta do it, they're most lined up on the wall. That's how it goes. We got Cheetah Field volunteers at the house. We're talking one of the most potent dance moves in the world. Well, exciting. And he's out of that. Get to it at the even then, 10% off. Game now, the game effect. Field call, we got to take that off after that's left. Alright, we've got to get that's the problem. Play game anyways because it is not when I had Dexter Taylor on, it's like, you ever known anyone who's been in prison? It's a wild world getting calls from top stacking elections. And I know I'm top stacking wrong, but I think that top stack is hilarious to pronounce that way. Dexter Taylor, currently serving 10 years for assembling a dark firearm. Top stacking president is going to be up in upstate New York, and we talk frequently. And when I had him on the channel, before he was convicted and sentenced, he referred to his weapon. That's firearm. He said, I'll call it what it is. Hold on. The firearm. There's discussion as to whether or not it is an AK-47 or let's see the replies, and let's see if I got an explanation. I think I could get an explanation as to what the difference was. Here, let's see it. So this is another grading account that I follow on Twitter. Yeah, this shows. CanCon Actual. Everyone check them out. CanCon Marine Election Denial. Quote. Writer Gateway Public Podcast, Rumble, Badlands Media, Rumble.com, and Con. CANN. Okay. He said, I know I can't be the first person to have noticed it, but is that even the AK-47? Where's the pistol grip? Oh, the pistol grip. I know from that Rage Against Machines. Pistol grip. Okay, I'm not sure what this rifle, even SVDs have the effect of pistol grip is with the compressed crop photo, but I'm 99% certain it's not, 99% it's not an AK-47. And then I asked what it was. I'm an idiot because I don't know what the difference is. Ah oui, donc, c'est où ma réponse à sa question? Oh, come on. I asked what it was because I don't know what the difference is. Okay, I'll ask the chat. I don't know what the difference is between an AK and an SVD. Someone had explained that an SVD, and then last one, SVD. Someone had said that an SVD was for longer range, which is their range. Okay. So what's the difference between AK and SVD? I'm not an expert, by the way. We got an article that I haven't read. The longer ranges might make sense, given that if this guy's setting up at a golf course, he might be longer ranges. That's the explanation. Now, in the chat, because I want to go pick some brains in the chat, SBR Skelly Black Rifle. SKS is a lot more accurate. Michael Pascal W. That you see. Let me just bring it up so you can see it. It's nice to see our comments up here. That's not the right comment. Come on, man. Now I lost it. So more accurate. That's my understanding something very, very limited. The more sense is the fact that the media runs with an AK-47 because it's scary and it's just a something they got a but I said that was really good for the record. Longer barrels, people better accuracy, so I ran for that, they loved it, and that much I understood. AK or Russian, that's on the comments. So, we'll find out. Yeah. But my magazine, go back to this. First of all, they also got like the Beyonce, the Big Bird, the Big Movie, they know the book. The suspect arrested in relation to the shooting at Trump Golf Club in Florida has been identified as Brian Root, a 58-year-old with unclear political ideology, a criminal record, and a history of praising Iran and supporting Ukraine. Unclear political ideology. Root recently drove in person to the state
flat.
in March 2024. He also donated some actors from that I think Brooks donated to that year too. Brooks donates. Hold on. I'm connecting dots as we streamline. Independent government made donations that here's what the records show. This is from CBS News Fact Check. After the FBI reached the gun and shot the former president, Matthew Brooks, yada, he made a no donation to Act News. Yeah, when was it? He was a registered Republican who had briefly donated that. These idiots donated, they don't even in fact, the federal election records show that
Then that guy.
on a $50 donation, Brooks made the donation on January 20, 2020. That was all what close enough in terms of proximity. Oh, look at that. Look at the field of view. They're getting two ads in one show. It's a good agreement. Let me close that down. So yeah, roughly the same age, roughly the same era, both of these men are donating to active war Iran. History of crazy Iran is important. And in case you had any doubts, this is the political affiliation of Time Magazine. What do we make of that for the bucket sticker? Come on. If political affiliations are unclear, it's including in Kamala Harris and Bill Biden. Democracy is on the ballot. It's not a perfect time to get allegedly on the stuff that might be coming on the front. They can let you know. They can not put the message on the back of the movie. That's good. That's good for a propagandist lie. That's good for okay.
We will always remember where we were saw a bumper sticker here in Florida the other day that read, "Turn Florida blue." That was from Jack Knapp. Alright, come on, YouTube gigs. Satisfy my nerves, get them ahead, get the numbers back. Good. We're aiming. Is there a way that I can end it specifically? Oh, there is. I can just go like this. Oh, look, yeah, I can do that. Okay, let's see if this works in order to end it on YouTube alone. Without going through Steve, I can go here on YouTube. Go to live. Let's see if this works. Go here so we can keep it up on Twitter as well. And end stream. Ending. YouTube, Eva Fry Uncoupled, Eva Monslaught on Alright, now, talking about the video, people. Talking about the video where we saw, like, well, over the weekend, Air Canada pilots and the airline managed to hash out an agreement that will not disrupt Saudi traffic. However, the entire situation is very with the matter of travel insurance we flew took off. This is Daniel Eilers from Race.ca's insurance expert and licensed insurance broker. Daniel, we appreciate you joining us on the Daniel, if you have to book a flight today or a trip today, whether it's like one of those flight, what's the best disruption coming down the pipe?
And then you might not even want to wait for a later disruption. For instance, you can terrible phones have been reading off the hooks as a result of the potentially coming strike. It looks like a lot of lessons were learned. And so for Canadians, I think that there's an understanding here, at least even more now, is the fact that sudden and unexpected losses can be very impactful, not only financially, but obviously emotionally as well. And having insurance, and in particular travel insurance, is a way to avoid the challenges associated with these sudden and unexpected losses.
Daniel, when is it too late to buy insurance? Suddenly, oh my gosh, this is an information. You didn't buy it in time. Can you fly it down? Can you buy it?
It depends on the situation. Actually, you're getting something that's anticipated to happen. There's a chance that potentially be able to get coverage. So in all cases, when traveling, you can for travel insurance, which is pretty affordable. The overall cost of losing a trip, between 4 and 2% of the cost of the trip itself. So even if you don't see something coming down the pipeline, it's the first thing you want to think about as soon as you start traveling.
And what about if there's sort of, you think of trip cancellation? I mean, one of the times and then buying.com
Well, there's trip cancellation, which is okay, for example.
I mean, I think a lot of people dug it up. But people have additional people. Listen, I'll play the relevant portion of the whole point here. Oh my God. Слава Україні! Я вдячний кожному, хто сьогодні виходить на акції в Україні і в світі. Всім, хто розуміє, наскільки критичною є ситуація в Маріуполі. Всім, хто кричить про Маріуполь. Кожен день на Азовсталі заводи заїдуть до нових поранених, і немає можливості. Я So, still, I'm not the proposal next.
the Southern Silver Patriots. Period. That's the would-be alleged assassin. I did tell you after Gary and I'll steal man. So this was, according to Keith Crumpster, let me give everybody that list if you want. Azov propaganda video. It's breaking. Trump shooter appeared in a propaganda video for Azov in May 2022. That's Trump's stuff. That's steel managed if you always have to. Saw a group in the movie backs or movie in the room that many people in Maidan Square. Or maybe he's there, there's not that many people there. They record him, ask for permission, they don't know who that stuff is. Possible. But at some point in time, there are just a few things which yeah, he's just some lone guy, lying about what he's magically appearing by accident in Azov's propaganda video. How is he pilots having the same these are not dots that you can ignore the connection of anymore, unless you want to play real simple blind. Stricter gun laws in the U.S. will definitely prevent this from happening again. And I'll give you a link if you guys want the receipts. I don't put them in the shows notes. Probably maybe start doing show notes, but that would happen. And the show needs to know people. This is what is available at the time, and if it ever becomes unavailable, at least you have to unruffle and you know it's a failure.
Alex Gideon.
So that's who he was. Let's go to the other way. Please don't blind. I'm only collecting. That's good. I don't understand. This is nothing to yourself. This is nothing to yourself. This is somewhere under the line. Girls, wife, mother, dog, whatever. They're eating the press. They're eating the book. Eat the cat. Leader post boss here today.
Kamal. Fort Kamal.
And then we got donation. By the way, everybody.
Zach Kamalu.
Brian Reed donated to Activate. Whether or not this is micro-donation, whether or not this is fraud, or whether or not this is how the guy's doing it, his political motivation, his political affiliation was not Republican. He only said, for those people who are hearing the propaganda, he voted for Trump in 2016. You'll hear people say that. He voted for Trump in 2016. All right, how do you know? The best evidence would be voting records. You don't have that. What the people who are saying that he voted for Trump are saying that he voted for Trump based on is a group of people which is not being put out one Andy Stafford. Who's Andy Stafford? Andy Stafford got in trouble for oh yeah, Andy Stafford, he was got in trouble for starting the rumor that he was going to good for one of the other rappers. But one of these shooters voted for something. By the way, understand language means something like my father always growing up told us that had lawyers. Words of language is the audio, your art of the practice. So one of these shooters voted for something that he no. Idiots. Willful idiots, and I believe it's on purpose, so not even accidentally. But one of the shooters said he voted for Trump in 2016. Now, if I see a voting record that proves that he voted for Trump in 2016, oh, see this, there's evidence that he voted for Trump in 2016. The evidence that this idiot Andrew Stafford is dumb or dishonest and all the other side of Stafford is his own tweet. So the evidence is not that he voted for Trump, but that he said he voted for Trump. But you want to tell people, then one of the best, and maybe the one here, is kind of limited profile state mental health like that. You got not a why would actual Jim O'Malley has a valid point. What if those guys does eliminate here by the Bernie and Trump and even our Pence? I'll see if what if Jim has a point? No, so he's listening to Kimmel. Oh, so, yeah, there is, as far as I know, no one just actually voted for Trump. The only thing that supports that was the thing that he voted for Trump in 2016 was the Republicans will win in 2026. You were my choice. Didn't you say vote? While you were my choice. Alright, so we brought down the rest of this down here. You got Buster, you got the government. And then what else? Now it's up in live, I don't know if that's changed, but yeah. Ryan believes that democracy is on the map. We're talking about brainwashing, NKL growth. Brainwashing through repetition, democracy is on the map. Democracy is on the map. We're all I've heard that somewhere. Places with this in one of his tweets. POTUS, the campaign should be called something like Keep America Democratic Free, Gaddafi. And it's like Omar Gaddafi, that's a great Trump's should make Americans slaves again. So that would be Massad. Democracy is on the ballot. If we cannot lose. We cannot afford to fail. The world is so great. April 22nd, 2024. April makes things right on. And we got the montage. Democracy is on the ballot. So this is how brainwashing works. Repetition, and a little more repetition, then isolation, then malnutrition, then psychoanalysis, which I brought before. Ryan, and this is more the first thing inside how to do this inside from Ryan Bruce. Remember the old grip, we hung around and be crazy. When you do it, doctors people are trying to do the constant fasting. The goal is flowing to this stage at every time because the costs will obvious. It's an amazing thing when you know who they're recruiting and what they've been doing to salvage a military force in Ukraine after 2 years of war that should have been over by one way or another. Would anyone credibly think that they would turn away the prospect of more soldiers? If I'm reading this and the distancing from Ruth is that he might have supposedly be illegal and might have got some public attention that it didn't want. And that's what it felt to be disavowed. What is this from that? It's to ask if it's supposed to citizen of this. That's really transferred into the world. I think that this kind of stuff is and we're getting there. Let's see what. Beyond the path, let's just see. This is the most relevant evidence of the day at home. Ryan Root, U.S. citizen from Hawaii, now volunteering in Pew. What year is it? June 17, 2022. Are we looking at the same thing here? We are. Ryan Root, U.S. citizen from Hawaii, now volunteering in Pew and will for this avowal, even though the previous second overcame after this right. These flags represent the civilians that we're fighting. It doesn't represent the government. But we are keeping account of all the civilians that we're fighting that have come from their own countries and sold everything they own. They're already the most countries everything. So come here and talk to so really cool, working with these kids and talk to John as far as getting you on their own dime, give their own money to come here and fight as you think. But it's only a small percentage, of if we have 5,000 here against 5 billion adults, it is nothing to the drop in the bucket. We need 100 people united. This player, this film, we've only got 60 countries represented. We've got 190 countries. So obviously, we're 140 countries. So that's unacceptable. So, every representative, every leader from every country, this is an indictment of every civilian good and equal conflict. If you're not here, if you're sitting on your couch watching the news, you're not doing the right thing. This is about sharing of love, altruism, everything here. So what marks the world, not drop off That's 2.5 years ago. Now, I opened this up with my Twitter people that this really big thing that you want. Everybody know what you're like. That person people again. I'm not going to get there. Come on, here. Once you take it, well, let's just see. They ended up assassin victory, just going to pass it, but somehow taking them out with this gets them to the might not have been shared that many times at the time. So that's it here. We go to the comments. The comments, I was walking around my job today and started shouting on the top one guy there, the world, or something to that effect. I didn't say that the rest of what I just saw come up here. Highlight up from the whatever we got in the profile of the people down on the internet, check it out. That's on. I can see that keep the highlight more security carries. So this man was there from 1:59 a.m. for the United States. The black lieutenant was parked on the side of the road at a golf course in front of the boat place. No one spotted the second. And this was good. It's 12 hours. Just earlier. During that investigation, law enforcement officers said a couple of people Facebook posts from honor of license when it was full of people who were followers to contact them by Facebook messaging app or that phone number. Database users the mobile phone and side, so the other and other mobile phone users. Those records typically get reached mobile phones with posted to the area along 59 South Park from roughly 1:59 a.m. till 1:31 p.m. on the 15th. A mobile phone usually looks at especially when it was or the back of the vehicle, the missing communication, that part. I don't think it is. And what was the comment from, she was there from 1:59 to 1:31. It's not clear that the ability to execute a reach from that allegation. All right, people. it good? Let me go to the chat see what's going on here. We got Ursula G in the house. Ursula G in the house has a link that says different students and debate royalty. Hold on. I think it's I'm going to cut back. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Paste. Is this the song? Yeah, here we go. This is the Google Play for a little bit of laughter when I'm showing you. In Springfield, we're eating the girls. We're eating the cats. We're eating the pets. We're eating the girls. We're eating the cats. We're eating the pets. Yeah, that's what I think. You guys gotta get rapid and the level of it, you go on the comment, let me know that oh my goodness, I want whatever the bike better that you have. Yes. Or at piano, I play piano. That's good. I got my bike. I want to learn it. And I want to learn one of them. Did I give it a little bit? I did. Okay, cool. Let's go bring that out. I think we'll walk. And then, Big Boy Slick says, Viva, you forgot door. Like, oh, I'd say it actually sounds like I thought that it was kind of beautiful to suck my tail in my mouth. What do you got with Bongino? With questions. I'm trying to Bongino with questions. Because it's very unconfucius, unnecessary. But you can really just cut off the satisfied as an off the record, and yet walking on what the record as sort of like after. And the extra people know that location and how they make the best. Once the guys from Hawaii, they found a big spot on the ground. On a skill level, not so far to go. This guy's up here thinking that's not that going on. But he doesn't have the right to do it. Not at all, but you know, he must have been home getting all this money to do that life. Why is it this place? He's from Hawaii. It's not. He's going to... Why is the fly from Hawaii stuff? Let me see. It's going to skill now. He's going to put the life up on this stuff. Don't get back to those stuff. It's unfortunate. In reality, it's still a very, very good golf course. Some people do it. But we were told that it. See it. And if you go down there, that's the reality. You drive that, drive away. If you fly it down, I don't know if you got the job. But it's not that hard for him to get down to the basic research. Aerials, streets, canals, and then mills. He's playing golf. Plays golf almost every weekend. Can sit up and look at all of these things. I mean, you don't yet know. It looks like you're there scoping up various personalities. It's not like you showed up right before. I'm just trying to seal my name because to believe that there's actually a hole in there, and I sincerely do believe it. It's got a long gun. It's not the guy operating on that. It's conspiracy. I believe even darker than he's writing it off as a nut guy doing it because he has more time on his hand than he knows what to do. It's devil hands. Idle hands make devil work. So the OCR thing, I totally appreciate that. But I'm also ultimately going to come to this is not a secret service success. This is getting it. But for the grace of God, and they the science that does the book, understand the perspective, and go and become a part. So that's just the guy could have got all of this on it's kind of great news, but click on more so that is absolutely fantastic. After more in the house, good. And we focus on that. Diet and slowness. I just want to see if you haven't this is the tagline. Never give up. Never surrender. I like to put the guys on the show amazing. What's the show? Oh no, I ran over him again. The guy in the neighbor's face, you gotta see his eyes. The house with Cameron person. Hold on, let's get this later. Yeah. What's the name of that show? Hold on, please. Did I get it? Yeah, okay, I got it. Send it to him for now. Yeah, okay, good. We've done good, people. We've done good. I want to go bite this back. Let me just go into it. You know what? I'm going to do. I've got most of you have a bit of the handle and the propaganda that comes about that. You also look for that good. There's a lot of people you're coming up to the balance, Sammy, watching a special about that. What good? I got all of it, especially you know, the one more on the .com. One week. Before they basically did not that, oh, 5 thumbs down, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have notifications turned on. Check out our sponsors. If I would get I contact Buffalo Gold and Buffalo Business Viva. One ask Buffalo Gold and one ask Gold Buffalo. As a guy, but that was the I don't think the AC on the black button is my dad. No, I'm going to go with the easy along with the driver and not the AC. It's not clear with the one person, because the past time that I'm so, I like to do that at once and I would rather take a date than not a cat if I had. But hopefully I'll be able to fight that. Okay, on that note, now let's go back down to the chat here. Even Barnes mentions Marley Hornet and United Southern Americans get Marley on for an interview. I got that video up in the back already. I live in a small U.S. town like Joe. This is America, so similar. What's the ability? Why did you actually defend that $100 million I'm not getting that argument? And that's it. Let's do this. I'm going to reflect one more time. You were at 550 right? nice help just to add. Subscribe, notifications. Come over to BeagleBarnBlog.com and get some merch at Viva Pride. I'm not a nice person there. I can punch these back. We got technical demonstrations that with all one end open knives are invented by Switzerland, except one created parts that you get up and treated. Yep. Here's the box that one. Okay. Let's do it. We are going to end across the platform, coming over to Peter Barnes Law for our after party. And that is it. Thank you all for being there. I get 30 seconds.
Take you anywhere. Sure, enjoy the journey. Find your all-new drive in Place Rental. Here, we're open styles.
Okay, so Christian Freeman is back after a summer break, and the only difference between now and then is that her boss, and officially at least up at me today, Mark Carney. Carney is made the wolf, very big to it. So let's hear what Freeman had to say.
Before diving into the role, I just would like to say a couple of words about the Canadian economy. We've had positive news over the past few months. We have now inflation down within the Bank of Canada's target rate for 7 months in a row, and in July, inflation hit 3.2%. The Bank of Canada leads the G7 in cutting interest rates. It has now, Canada has now been the first G7 country to cut interest rates for the first time, the first G7 country to cut interest rates for the second time, and the first G7 country to cut interest rates for the third time.
Okay, so Christian Freeman is so proud about Canada's inflation performance and our interest rate performance. Let's take a look here on trading economics. Canada's inflation rate over the last 10 years. So, it maintains that 2.5% target, et cetera, and all of a sudden, of course, you have the money. This is for a long time, but you can see that, of course, 2022, and now it says it's brought back down to target level. So everything's okay. Now, of course, everything's not okay. Because inflation is still positive. If you were to look at an inflation graph, like over the decade, or the value of money over the decade, you would see that value of money steadily decreasing. And you might say, well, now it's not decreasing. I start with if this number is to be believed is true, but it's still decreasing. If we want to rectify this problem here, if we want to rectify the problem of that inflation spike over the last how many years, then you have to have a period of not just no inflation, but deflation, to try and bring back levels to what they were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, so on. We've never talked about that, not with any other Liberal member.
Is in sight. We now see wages outpacing inflation for 18 months in a row. That is really important for Canadians because it means their paychecks have more purchasing power. And I'm predicting that Canada's GDP will be the fastest growing in the G7 in 2025. That brings me to my announcement today about mortgages and tools. For our government, housing is a priority because it's a priority for Canadians. And that's why in the budget we put forward the most ambitious plan since the Second World War to build more homes faster. A big part of that plan is to have more purpose-built rental, to have affordable housing. Another key element of that plan is ensuring that young Canadians want to buy a home into that. The dream of home ownership remains engaged from generations.
That it doesn't target the actual cause of the housing crisis. People who offer the control of the system that they're having some particular need, he's actually doing nothing for it. He's certainly not creating the foundation will get, and therefore he will come to return it again and again and again. And each time you say, take this medication or take that medication, never treating the cause, never treating the actual symptoms itself, only treats the symptoms. The same as here. What is the actual cause of Canada's housing crisis? Well, in large part, it's excessive demand. Like hundreds of thousands of new Canadians coming to Canada every single year. And we're supposed to expect that the housing market supply can keep up with that. If demand is that, it's impossible. So in response, the market has to see the cost of homes or the price of homes rise. You try and level off at equilibrium. And all of a sudden, everything's priced out of the market. No one can afford a home. Or at least no one can afford a family home. Perhaps if they're lucky, they can afford a small little cube, a little plot that's built on top of another wall, which is built on top of another wall. A high-density, low-carbon neighborhood. Sounds well because it is. I have no doubt, and you have no doubt, the Liberal government plan, their strategy is to encourage every Canadian to be housing. District, the smallest little city. Of course, they're huge cities, but the district themselves to be called as possible. Build up, build high, build tall, build deep. Architectural pieces of junk. Building homes that are just brick, absolutely no innovation, no beauty, no love, none of it. Instead, you just have a little box that you're supposed to live in and accept that to be the new way of life in Canada. It's wrong. It isn't right. It's the Liberal government plan, of course, gives them a lot of power, gives them a lot of control. They're able to move Canadians in the direction they wish much easier than they would be if all of us were living in the country or were living in space cities. And so they're pursuing this policy aggressively.
And that's why we make some really significant changes to that. Again, augmentons le plafond de prix pour les prêts hypothécaires assurances by 6 ans vraiment à 8 000 versions. We are doing level 1.5 million. The one level with next 12.
Is that how many years ago, the last few years, we've had government encouraging Canadians to purchase homes in Canada. It's been happening for a long time. It hasn't been happening in Canada. It's happened all over the Western world. But let's take Canada as the example. We have had almost
or interest rates that have been submerged as deep as they could possibly be. Right? We had the lowest interest, or the lowest interest rates possible for a long time. So this pandemic signaled potential Canadian home buyers that it was time to buy a home because getting a mortgage was cheap. You didn't have to pay a whole lot of money on top of the mortgage. Therefore, that Canadians who could probably take the best buying market to purchase a home. They said, oh, sure, this house is $800,000 or $900,000, and oh, sure, I have a single salary and one more year's job with why would I not buy a home? If needed, I can sell it later. And of course, the bank said, oh, absolutely, here's the mortgage. So never producing any serious background checks to see. And so you had all of these Canadians buying homes at exorbitant rates. And like the interest rates were low, but then all of a sudden the interest rates weren't so low. And the cost of the home rose a lot. And all of a sudden, people weren't buying homes at the same rate that they used to be. People weren't, or at least purchasing the same homes that they used to be. All of a sudden, the market changed, and people realized they might have made a bit of a mistake. So, the resolution to that problem would have been to, one, allow interest rates to move as they wanted to move, let the free market work, and don't have centralized bureaucrats determine what interest rates should be where. Instead, let the free market move. And second, have more serious checks on potential home buyers. The point was not to ensure that every single Canadian bought a home they couldn't afford. Rather, we wanted them in homes, of course. We want people in homes, absolutely. But they have to be homes which are manageable, which are reasonable, and which a man and a woman can afford on their budget. So what does Freeland's new announcement do? Does it introduce economic rationality back into the marketplace? No, it does the exact opposite. In essence, it says, oh, sure, you might not have enough money for a down payment. Oh, sure, you might not be making a whole lot of money, or at least enough money to purchase this huge home. But we're going to make it easier for you to do so anyway. We want you in that big house. We want you swimming in debt. We want you in debt for decades. We want you to purchase the biggest, most massive home that you can afford because we're going to make it affordable. We're going to make it easier to do. We're going to remove all economic rationality from the home buying process and in its place, replace it with something that encourages you to spend every last dollar you have. What's your request for life?
And it will start with my only national.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. The changes you're announcing today are effectively going to allow people to borrow more for homes. Are you worried that this is going to happen? So this is just going to jack up prices further, put homes further out of reach? It's a very good question. It's a very, very good question. Suppliers are buying homes across their buyers will freely into the housing market. When they know that people are willing to purchase homes at incredible prices because the government made it easy to do so, then the suppliers will react by increasing the price of the home. The demand rises for housing, and so to meet that rising demand, price also has to rise. It's a very sensible question.
And have spent the summer talking first and foremost with Canadians, especially young Canadians, but with entrepreneurship. In designing these measures, we also spoke to a lot of economists. We spoke to a lot of housing specialists. We spoke to a lot of people in the financial sector. And really what this is all about is, one, putting the dream of homeownership in reach for younger Canadians, giving first-time home buyers a leg up in the housing market. Currently, they're at a disadvantage. With these measures, first-time home buyers are going to be in a strong position. That's also the right thing to do. Second of all, dropping to the new build aspect of these measures. Our plan is based on getting 4 million new homes built and we have put a lot of measures in place.
How long it takes to build a home, let alone 4 million homes with so many measures in place. Yeah, fantastic. Thank heavens the federal government put measures in place to achieve some task. All it means is we know the task isn't going to be achieved.
The Housing Accelerator Fund, which is cutting red tape, getting more homes built faster.
It's garbage. The Housing Accelerator Fund impresses stuff. It gently and in a sinister way quietly imposes a lot of socialism into cities. It forces those cities to accept its pride, which is what it is, to build low-carbon, high-density housing districts. Disgraceful.
Policies are concessionally financed for purpose-built rental or public lands. But one of the things that we are hearing from people seeking to build new builds for purchase is they need a market. They need buyers of those newly built homes and condos. And by that is also going to be
and state law said supply creates demand. Demand does not create supply. That's exactly what Tracy said. She just said that demand creates supply. She said we're building this, how many people buy the home for the gas? Supply is just all the market like there was a demand, there's a people at home, residential building, whatever it was, then they would have built accordingly. Not until you just supply the market and say, well, now go find a buyer. No, the buyers come as a consequence of the supply. So Freeman then is trying to introduce artificial demand into the market and keep up this facade.
And then finally, we get close to the scenes of the insured market. I think this is really a question of recognizing the reality. The last example that was set was 2012.
We need to talk about economic reality. It's loud. We're talking about homes. They're destroying the housing market. The Liberal government is destroying the housing market. And it makes us wonder if we're ever going to own a home. Well, wouldn't you know it? In John chapter 14, Jesus has a word for Christians. He goes, let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in Almighty and believe also in me. Believe also in me. In my Father's house there are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and I will take you to myself, that where I am may be also. And you know the way to where I'm going. Thomas said, Lord, we don't know where you're going. How can we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. To those who believe in Christ, Almighty God is preparing for us an mansion in heaven. And this mansion has many rooms, so that all of us might be able to enjoy the splendor of perfection forever and ever and ever. Heaven is this, well, Jesus Christ, but heaven is this massive, monstrous city where low-carbon, high-density buildings don't exist. Such a wonderful city, golden city, the full cycle. And that's how beautiful the city is that nothing is trying hard to the community is for something. Most of all, the city is going to rest on earth forever. We're going to live with Almighty God forever and ever and ever. It's going to be wonderful. I'm not going to have this bureaucratic rules about what homes will be built. I'm not going to have this bureaucratic centralization about what to go where. Or we also just need to walk into the community come to the responsibility. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be
$9.99 a month for streaming app, and $9.99 a month for music app, and $12.99 for fitness app.
We come to you from the Mountain of Entertainment to show you what's streaming on Apple. You remember the U.S. Minister Burnaby.
No excuses. No one in Canada should be homeless. Period. Full stop. And no one in Canada should pay out of pocket to get the health care they need. Liberals are letting people be charged membership fees or bundle payments to gain access to primary care covered by universal health care. And conservatives want people to pay for health care in Elmwood, Transcona, and right across this country. Liberals put you down on health care, you pay. Conservative, health care, you pay. When the liberals start making people pay for health care, it should be free. As everybody here knows, they actually do care about Canadians and about what they work for them. Unfortunately,
Mr. Speaker, we need to be better. Support Canadians.
Mr. Speaker. See, that's the focus of the gods. See, she sounds just like Celine Dion. She is being jealous. Look at those legs. They're so strong. It takes really strong legs, people, to carry all that carbon tax money. See? It really takes strong women. The liberals, they love strong women.
Is this phantom finance minister okay with being publicly humiliated by this fake Japanese prime minister?
I bet she rides like a Ferrari. A Ferrari? But we're focused on things. So, I want you to send your love letters to Chrystia Freeland.
She simply has two choices. Now, is she going to become this great government of liberal female ministers with this fake feminist prime minister, or by turning those right or she continue to be the police?
I'll be rich. I'll be able to pay carbon taxes. I'll be able to live like in Ottawa and shit. Be like super duper rich. See, like. See. Yeah, it's the Arabian Night version. It's the Arabian Nights version. Arabian Nights?
Mr. Speaker, there's a lot of talk these days about elections. Some are doing their calculations, but for the bloc it's simple. Our confidence is in.
They're what? they're white. Iranians are white.
To increase old age security for people aged 55 to 74. They're being unfairly discriminated against, and it's got to stop. It's as simple as that. Listen to this simple request.
Yeah, the speaker, the time, the block, support seniors will be the first time in the history of this parliament. Let's look at the facts. When we restored the retirement age to 65, what did the bloc do? They voted against. When we increased the PIS, millions of them, thousands of people, the bloc voted against that too. And then we provided against that, and then we provided seniors, the block voted against that. There's nothing.
You always have to be just fucking dumb.
My colleague opposite's riding. She voted again. Just because we are there for seniors. I'm a member for Shefford. I toured all over Quebec this summer to talk about C319. Everyone gets that it's unfair for seniors under 75 to get 10% less than the rest. Everyone gets that, unlike the Liberals, a grocery bill doesn't discriminate based on age. That's why this is the Bloc's top priority. Quebecers understand the problem. They understand our approach. Will the Liberals finally give it to and give C319 a royal recommendation? Yeah, we'll do this later. What the Bloc doesn't seem to get is that actions count. And votes here in the House count. Voting against dental care for seniors, voting against bringing the retirement age back down to 65.
Let me just say about Joe Biden. And all to you.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the ultimate weapon.
But we have statement from whistleblower, C. Biden, Sunday night, we got clear accent
getting debuted by Kamala Harris, and some less than stellar criminals coming from even CNN reports.
Keep your eyes peeled. Guys could be waiting for you down there.
We're going to get to that after
Oh, and don't even think about that. You're too bloody useful.
sometimes inflation rise, the difference is not much about the
I think the connection lost much.
Get prepared right now. That's why you should strongly consider physical gold and silver to help protect your retirement accounts like IRA, 401k, 53.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
First step toward protection. Well, today we are fighting for obligation free wealth protection cabinet.
Do you believe in Eorzea?
Excellent. Ordering 1 word 50505. Learn how you can buy helpful physical
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
Again, text ordering to 50505.
In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it
I
not?
don't know. There's some interesting things in them.
Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts, icons, everyone. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's fate is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, when a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, but none among you has the power to stop me.
I don't care about that. She can't help me do that. She can't do that. I've never been like what I'm saying control. I'm doing a good job. That's also not very This is sadly, ABC employees were said to be fearful of potential retribution for Trump. Well, this is why he's got him. This is why he's got him. Now they deserve it. The whistleblower claims to have seen the recordings using Harris administration Russian moderators to fact-check Trump. Well, I'd like to hear those. ABC was also allegedly instructed on which questions to avoid during the debate during Kamala Harris. Neither of the three parties involved in the debate, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, haven't reacted to the affidavit yet. I don't think Trump's going to worry about it. I can tweet about it, but he's got to get after it. He's got to get after it, and he's got 50 days. I know the polls, quote-unquote, don't matter, but he's still behind in the polls. He needs to get out there and activate his base. Tell them how important it is that they register to vote, that they find a reluctant Trump voter or a lazy Trump voter. I know there are a lot of them out there. All right? Get them to the polls. Pokemon go to the polls. Remember that? Voter turnout will decide this election, not the issue. I mean, that's who's basically more excited, more pumped up to go vote. That's why I started tailgating for Trump. If you got your stickers yet, pick up 50 of these and put them around everywhere. Hand them out to every leader and make this tip. Hand them out to people, at your job. Put them on your billboard. Put them up in the urinals. I don't know. I hear them. I'm not in them. Also, GOP Oversight Committee now investigating Kamala Harris' Vice President Tim Walz. 50 days to go. Tim Walz under investigation. The Committee Oversight of Accountability Committee is continuing to investigate the Chinese Communist Party political warfare operation, including those seeking to co-opt and influence important figures in elite political circles to benefit Communist People's Republic of China. On August 16, 2024, the committee requested information about the CCP affiliated entities and officials with which Mr. Timothy Walls engaged. Involved in the Board of Information of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Tim Walls now under investigation. Doesn't mean he's guilty, but it does mean they're looking into him. They're looking into it. Look what CNN says. CNN says Warren Harris currently in a polling danger zone.
There are actually a lot of proof. I think a lot of proof that others are old, but they're just super comfortable. Yeah, still got it.
Alright, so it's not that surprising this permit from my undisclosed location. You'll never guess where I am. So take a look here. National polls in the last month, including leadership in March 1st. Look, Kamala Harris in pretty much every single national poll. National polls are meeting. She's going to win the popular vote, probably. Maybe not, but probably. But in 9 of the polls that have been released over the last month, Trump has just led in one national poll over the last month, and we've had one top. Oh, I think they're actually talking about these polls. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is up to 3. The 15, 10, some people or it's tied. That has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the 10. So that's not great. However, this is, look at this, 9, 11, 9, 13, 9, 11, 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 13. So these are on 3 of the last 4. On 4 of the last 4 on right after the debate. Let's see where they are, next week. So the fact that a national poll shows Kamala Harris ahead, not really much of a surprise because John's pretty much old. And the thing is, Andy, thanks to the founding fathers, this isn't a national election exactly. Exactly. Oh, now you're suddenly behind me. Keep on moving. There's Harris. That's what they're the concept. Harris is only has 0.3 points. So the bottom line is, in the second battleground state, it's significantly tighter race than it is national. No kidding. It's almost voting polling right now there. And once the chances fall that Harris could win the popular vote, would lose the electoral college. Okay. So basically, you note that 2.5 point lead national here, right? Okay. Harris's chances if he wins the popular vote by 2 to 3 points, the chance he wins the electoral college is only 53%. The bottom line is, once you have to get all the way towards to about 3 to 4 points for Harris to have a clear chance. The majority, the clear majority chance of popular vote at this point is about 70%. But the chance he wins the electoral college is only about 50%. So the bottom line is, at this hour, John, there's about a 20% chance that Kamala Harris wins the popular vote, but actually loses in the electoral college. So that's actually a 30%, 50% chance, right? I mean, they're starting to panic. Electoral college map hands Kamala Harris another state. This is, if you look at this map, it looks like she loses that. So it'll be CNN analysis. Trump outperforms the current poll by just a single point. That's why champions for Trump is so important. You can skip it. Get on the site, get your email address, literally click having a party. So just by tools alone, it helps up with the selection. You know that the real one, go confirm it. Then pick up a pack of stickers that's $2,000. I've already shipped 10,000. I want to ship 50,000 this week. I want to plaster these things all over the world. When you see them out in the wild, take a picture, tag me, get them out there. Kamala Harris in a bit of trouble. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't, subscribe or follow down below. Talk to you again real soon. Mr. Debate, or
Okay, this one's for all the Swifties like me who are conservative. Look at this. Taylor Swift's endorsement turned more voters away from Kamala Harris than it did attract. I also think it's interesting that posted, hey, I think family vote, your research, that 300,000 people visited the website. That doesn't mean that how many people registered, but it is clear to me that Taylor Swift is finally understanding that her entire fan base isn't just liberal women. It's just for Kamala Harris and this too. That's what I think takes the deal. So, Kamala Harris and Taylor Swift's endorsements actually doesn't mean as much as you think it does. Celebrity endorsements mean nothing how they used to. It's not even used anymore if you ask me. And again, it is motivating more Taylor Swift fans to start looking at their money, look at your grocery bill, look how much your gas is, and realize Taylor Swift is still a woman. So do you really think that she has your best interest in mind? The answer is no. It's your sign vote for Trump.
well, Taylor Swift thought she was helping Kamala out with her endorsement, and she just got some really bad news. We've got the latest and the hilarious backlash of this this pop star is getting for her pathetic endorsement. Plus, it's now officially a smoking gun surrounding the ABC News debate. A new affidavit has just surfaced, claiming the debate wasn't fixed for Kamala Harris, and it looks like Congress is about to get involved. We've got the latest. Hey gang, it's Dr. Steve, your paper professor, here to help you stay sane in these insane times. So let me encourage you to smash that bell and subscribe button before we dive in here again. Did you watch that recent debate? Political bias displayed in the moderators is a clear example of how our media environment contributes to division and makes it hard for people to think for themselves. That's why I use Ground News. It helps me see the noise to form my own opinions. Ground News is a website app that gathers news from 50,000 sources from around the world, so you can stay fully informed of the news today and see through media bias and manipulation. Check it out for yourself at ground.news/. So, for example, you can see that there are over 600 articles in the recent story asking who won the Harris-Trump presidential debate. Now, if you look at the coverage details and bias distribution, we can see which news sources cover this story along with a breakdown of the political leaning of the outlets reporting. So, 41% of the sources reported are from left-leaning sources, while just 22% are from news sources that lean right. And then we can compare the headlines from each side. So, the left doesn't even hide their bias, reporting that Harris won the debate wasn't even close. While this headline from an outlet that is right, that's up the biased moderators agency. Interesting how outlets on the left completely ignore the moderator's bias against Trump. Now, my favorite feature is the blind spot. I use it so I won't miss out on any important stories covered by just one side of the political spectrum, and it helps me make sure I'm getting a balanced view of the news. Just go to ground.news/, or scan the QR code on the screen using my link. 40% off the Vantage plan. That's the same plan I have for unlimited access to all their features. Click on that link below right now. As you all know, one of the telltale signs of things that goes so well for Kamala in that debate last week was that minutes after it ended, pop star Taylor Swift came out and gave her enthusiastic endorsement of Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, driving increasingly convinced that guy can take nationally well. There is something seriously wrong with that guy, but I digress. Now, of course, the media now loves how Kamala performed that today, but in which over this endorsement, there was a distance. I think this was a major favor for this election. This was going to drive the young vote like never before. You just watch. Well, you're watching, and the whole thing, frankly, is embarrassingly hilarious. As told us, they now showed that Taylor Swift's endorsement turns voters away than it attracts. A study from UW found that just 8% of voters said that Taylor Swift's endorsement is either somewhat or much more likely to convince them to vote for Agnes Kamala. A whopping 20% said that they're somewhat or much less likely to vote for Kamala as a result of this endorsement. That's approximately 66%, the vast majority. They're less than the endorsement. There's absolutely no difference whatsoever on their choice. So once again, the legacy media is Nick Crow, demonstrating to all just how out of touch they are with mainstream opinion. Now, we could have told the legacy media that. The fact of the matter is, Taylor Swift endorsed Hillary Clinton. It didn't matter. She endorsed Biden. It didn't matter. Apparently, swooped by with 40,000 votes. And the simple fact of the matter is, endorsements generally don't matter. Well, the legacy media cares very little about news and facts. They instead care about narrative and fabrication. And the Taylor Swift endorsement took the narrative that Kamala was the second cousin of Obama. She's the single most excited and popular personality on the planet, and the pop stars are all lining, you know, from Swift to Oklahoma, humanity's hope. But I'm sure you guessed no one. We've been pointing out on this channel for the last week or so, voting has already started. It's already started in parts of the country like Florida, North Carolina. And the truth here is that there's simply no Democrat enthusiasm for Kamala. It doesn't exist anywhere near the way it existed back in 2008. I'm talking about this in our next video with the polling that we have. In fact, in the early voting in both North Carolina and Florida, it's the Republican enthusiasm that's through the roof. Republicans have posted significant gains in vote by mail requests in 2020, all the while Democrat requests are down across the board. But again, the legacy media doesn't care about news, they only care about narrative. So, sorry, Taylor, it looks like you're more harm than good for this pathetic campaign that you endorsed. Now, turning to that debate, we reported last week that an affidavit was sent to Rock from an ABC News whistleblower, claiming he had evidence that the Kamala Harris campaign received funds ahead of time, and that the debate was deliberately directed by the Harris campaign itself. Well, it appears that the affidavit is wrong. A whistleblower from someone claiming to be a whistleblower from BBC News has sworn under penalty of perjury that the Kamala Harris campaign did indeed receive funds ahead of time. And that debate is from someone, it's been redacted, we don't know who, but it's from someone who claims to have worked at ABC News for the last 10 years. And that, of course, does confirm that the Harris campaign was provided with simple practice that while not the exact practice, covered the topic of the debate that President Trump really backtracked because Kamala did not that they were unethical discussions with the Harris campaign and how the debate would be conducted in such a way that benefits them and of course Now, of course, if this turns out to be true, this would not be the first time this has happened. Like before the Democrat operative, certain CNN commentator, John Brazil, did about the Trump campaign prior to CNN, because he said it was and then was very Democratic Party. What they know is about this, a lot of it is what happens in bias. At the same time, Kansas Senator Roger Marshall has announced a congressional inquiry. Formal letter has been sent to both agency and correspondence representing political forces, parties, and other states. This is following from the former political doctor recognized party the Whatever acceptance and credibility the legacy prior to today, the legacy represents the whole that is constructive life has shown that our trusted confidence in the legacy has absolutely over the course of decades. And that's the thing that the bigger cooperative is up. Given that business life for the legacy is absolutely right. Trust, confidence. You can expect to see the value of the legacy. Confidence good. Of reliable creative information. Reliability. So is a relative sort of as it was in our case. So while that is certainly areas, there is facts that created information. The measure is overly sealed to our place. The daily place haven't come to an end. There's no doubt that as well in the future, will further restore that balance. I think Peter, when one here before tonight, we all recognize today, December 11th, date that will never sound the same. A date that now needs something totally different than it did prior to 2001. See the recognition of those live flies, thought New York Day, thought Pennsylvania. So, I'm down, but flying on full. I'd like to see a couple of things by good plan. Some of the blind bird plane. Some of the leaders, that's good plane. Some of the bird well. When individual places were good places. 2001. We're not the bird wall was burned, from the body, it's the hospital, you need to make it. Leaving the body, families, surviving. Great people. Look up this video. That's why both our policy stories. That's well worth your time. Terrible concept. Remember that. Remember that person, boyfriend, friends who are affected. It reminds them for wide open for that. It's lined up with the hordes of blacks and hordes of Pentagon. So we don't spend a whole lot of time talking about the fact that we cleared out that attack. Overstayed to stay in our country. So we're very broken.
of the country who then carried out a vicious attack, a vicious crime, a vicious murder. We had a witness yesterday testified to the rape and murder of a beautiful little 11-year-old girl. I think her name is Brittany Gonzalez. It's not on front that record. I believe that on the name. And she was killed again by someone who was released into the United States and then sprayed on them. I'm going to be very blunt. I appreciate that we commemorate September 11th every September 11th. That is a great thing. I've heard the phone now ringing for these 20 years. What it is about is that's what number. It's a serious question. With us, we're more greater than the one still. So we're my brothers and sisters, for President Trump, current President Biden, for Mayor Cuomo. Rules remember God. Will they be there every year? Woke up on Monday morning and her daughter wasn't in the house and she ran down to the convenience store where there were police signs and tapes to find out that her little girl was murdered. Democrats don't give a whit about whether your street is safe in America. Come up here to Washington to help. We'll talk the other side of the aisle if we can. We're helping you guys come together to solve problems. I'll tell you why. And I've done that. I've got a blood test. I've got a friend from the other side of the aisle. But my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are to a man and a woman don't get anything. I've got the border being locked. Something about it. That's the truth. Acting like that. Rocket golf. We have somebody on the side. What's wrong with you? My land is single commerce, cheap labor is there for wide open borders, which set the stage for what we're dealing with right now. Well, those days are over. When all these corporate boards around this town come begging for their tax break, I want them to come explain to the American people why we can do it. When their boardrooms are stock full of radical progressive Democrats and liberals who want safety and want their reports to do well so their stock portfolios grow, and they come to a place to tax cuts so they can get richer while America gets screwed. Because if you're looking at Springfield, Ohio right now, you don't give a damn about what the guys in the corporate boardroom over in New York City and Manhattan, or maybe in the tall buildings in Cleveland. You don't care about how rich they're getting, but you care that there's now 20.
Yeah.
you